All right, guys. This video, my mission is to help and be able to explain how to use trend lines in marking up your chart. This is Toby Kalejai, co-founder of financeclub.com, and then our mission is to ensure that you can be in profits trading for forex. All right. You need to also watch the market structures video so you can actually understand how to be able to perfectly draw a trend line. Okay, look at this. Just look out for the structure points in the market, right? And then draw a diagonal line, ensuring that what this line connects with the major parts where activities are happening in the market. You need to ensure that what, and then it is week to week. So for an example, this won't be a good way to draw this trend, okay? Except you want to draw body to body, right? If you want to draw body to body, but I prefer that you use your trend lines as the week to the week because that actually captures every point in which the price got to, okay, in the duration in which you're trying to mark out the trend. For an example, on the downside, if you have outrageous zones like this, whereby there's a very long week that just happened somewhere in between, and then it's more like trying to mess up what you're doing. Look out for the major parts where most of the activities happened on that chart. Look out for the major parts. And I think for this will be the major part. You could see a lot of weeks are actually aligning on this trend line that I'm drawing compared to you have this outlier, no doubt you have this outlier, but your focus in this kind of trend line to what that I'm drawing right here is still to ensure that what you are targeting the weeks. Okay, how do you use this trend line? Uh, since you're sure that com- never forget to check up the video on market structure so you can understand that yeah the market is clearly showing us is a downtrend, right? So but you want to enter at the retracement, right? Because if this market right here as shown, I need I need the pen, excuse me. Okay, as this market has conveniently shown to us that what we are in a downtrend because we're having lower highs, we keep having lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? And then we're having lower lows at the bottom. That's a lower low here, and then up to this point, lower lows. You want to measure the retracement point, like at what point can you actually say that what this trend has more like reverse, and then you can pick up another sell, okay? Because here it's a downtrend, or if you are scalping for your buy, because in a downtrend, like I said in the market structures videos, you don't want to be buying the market. However, if you feel okay, there's a scalp opportunity because you just want to make say 50, say 20 pips, or I really don't know all of the pips in here. So you can use your trend line to be able to judge and tell where the market is actually going to get to. Okay, look at this situation here. You could have picked up a buy based on this trend, and then you saw that this candle closed, and then it still closed above the trend line. You can initiate a buy, and then up till somewhere around here. And then because your major target was for the sell, what do? You focus on what all the selling opportunities. Those are your focus when you're using your trend lines to trade. Your if you're in a downtrend, you're focusing on what the selling opportunities. All right. And always ensure that your trend line is what body to body. So for those who are looking out for opportunities to trade the trend line breakouts, because never forget in the market, the end of a trend is the beginning of another. So every trend always gives birth to a new trend eventually. And then look at this situation whereby the trend line got invalidated. That is, after price got to this support region, and then price pushed above our trend line, and the candle closed conveniently above the trend line. You can already see it invalidated. So what do? You wait for your retest. Okay, this is the breakout, and then look at what happened here. We had the retest of the trend line. It would always happen. You don't have to chase the market. You don't have to run after the market. You position yourself, and then the market would always come back for a retest. So you can see this is a very good retest, even with some pips uh, beneath, the zone you shouldn't get to. But no doubt about that, it's fine. And then at times you even need to wait for it to go test the trend line. This happens at times. At times it's just going to come and test that zone. And this for me is a good retest, right? Uptrend, yeah, came back to retest the zone, and then price pushed up immediately for what? A change of trend. Because from here, look at this. You already have this is your lower high, and then this created a higher high already. So you need to what? Be ready to switch your bias from this point, because the market is already showing that, okay, this is the likelihood of what I'm about to do. You could see, instead of this, and then we'll have this high coming to what? Invalidate this. However, you don't need to rush or jump at this, because this happened. There are times whereby it will just be fake outs, and then the candle will still come to close below the trend line. And then on the other hand, you don't want to be in such a rush, and then you never wait for a retest. Always wait for your retest. Always wait for your retest. And then if you had bought here, you have all this happening for you. Okay, let me look out for more situations and try to help interpret with the. Just a moment. All your questions are very valid. Always never hesitate to talk in the signal room, or in the signal chat room rather, or in the community room. Okay. All right. So this is looking more like, on the long term, this is looking more like a consolidation for me. All right. This looks more like a consolidation. Market wasn't creating new highs, from here all the way. The market wasn't necessarily creating, neither was it creating a new low. It was just ranging in a particular zone. This is good consolidation. And then we have the break of that zone. There must have been a retest of the zone, and then a continuation of a downtrend. Now, this is it. Let me go in. Never force your trend lines on the market. In fact, never force anything on the market. Just allow the market to present to you what it is doing. Look at this. This is the present situation of the market today, and then we can readily see the trend. It is clear that USD JPY is what? In an uptrend, and then you can use your trend line to keep marking out for what? To follow up on the trade. If you do this, and then it's looking like this is heading up for more like a right angle triangle. So my expectation here would be something like this, because already we're having, this is the lowest point, right? And then we're having convenient higher lows. We're having higher lows, right? We're having higher lows. This is higher lows that we're having here. And then at the top side, we're having higher highs. So my major expectation, I'm not going to go trade against that, is to see this sort of situation happen, and then we have a bounce, a break above, and then we have a retest of this trend, and then up it goes. You get that? why am I more biased for an uptrend? Because the predominant trend right now is what, an uptrend. This was a downtrend, gave birth to this. However, I'm not going to jump. I'm just going to watch what happens after the break of that trend before I initiate my trade. Because we could have this likely situation too, whereby this happens and then price comes, retest, and then comes all the way down. Okay, so this is also a possible situation in the market. All right, so this will just be just a few examples of how to use trend lines. If you are starting out, you may not find them very easily, but I can assure you, with consistent practice, you will just be spotting them very, very easily. And when you draw a trend, you will discover how valid or invalidated it is, when you see what you're doing or how the market actually responds to what you have done. So this would be a good, you could see the trend, and then the trend expired at some points down there. The trend expired here because right here we stopped having lower lows, and then we also started having higher highs. Okay, so look at this. This is still a very significant point. I think I'm just seeing that very clearly now. So one is to be very careful. You don't have to jump. You have to wait, let the market present whatever it's going to do first, because this shows to me like there's a resistance point here. And then if this resistance gets broken and the trend line gets broken, it's going to be buying. And the first stop for your buy, if you're buying, ideally my first TP will be here. My first TP will be here at this resistance point, will be the first TP. TP1 will be somewhere here, right? I like to use the body because that's more convenient. I don't want to, you don't, there's nothing like trying to catch all the pips in a movement. That's the topic for another time, but quickly, and then TP2 will be somewhere here. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Keep learning and then keep being in profit.